Now, so we'll jump right in. So thanks so much for coming again, everyone. It's just going to be a short session again, going to keep it short and sweet. This week, we're just going to cover one is our new features. So since our last time, we've had a small few nice features. So I'm just going to run through those. And then I'm also going to go into the agenda builder. So I'm not sure if people are using that at the moment. So if you are, you'll get a few extra tips. And if not, we'll just take it slow and we'll run through it. So I'm just going to share my screen there now. So new features, agenda builder, and then a Q&A. And feel free to leave at any point. So if you don't feel the question answers is suitable, you can drop off. There's no problem. So we'll start. So the first update that we made since our last webinar is actually in the member section. So I've just come into a group here, and from my members, what I can now do is I can change the group member's name. So, and I can also set their member type, decide their role. So you can actually type in a new role. So let's say we'll just say board member, a start date and an end date. So what this end date feature does is let's say if someone's in an interim role or they have a definite end date, you can set a reminder. So I'll just say for February the 25th. And what happens is, as admin, you just get a slight nudge email to remind you that this member's term will be up on the 25th of February. And it just serves as a reminder to make sure to make that change. So I just click update and that's done. Now, one thing people might be saying is, why would you need to change the member's name? So the reason why we did this is just for certain organizations where you might have a generic email. So for example, if I type on this email is actually just support@quickminutes.com. So nobody is really the owner of it. So let's say for your group, what happens is when you send them an email, so you'll see the email here, they just get hi support@quickminutes. So what you can do is, let's say it was me covering that email, you can enter in their email there or their name there. So that means that any notification they receive, it goes to their personal name, and it's just a slight more personable. So that's just one feature we made. And the second update we made, which actually came from our last webinar, is in the minutes document. So when you come into the minutes, you now have the option to turn on attendance, which we always had, but it was just split by attendees and absentees. So what we've actually done is we've added in apologies as a separate note. So you can actually have control over this after the meeting. So if I just click anywhere, you can decide who is in attendance, who added a note, and it just breaks them up nicely. So if I just show you that minutes document, on the official document, you can see exactly who was in attendance, who sent in apologies, who registered it, and then also who was absentee. So you can have control over that. So they're just two really light things, updates we made, and they might be useful. But as I said, the main thing we're actually going to cover today is the agenda builder. So again, I'm just inside a group, and what I'm going to do is create a meeting. So I'm just going to click on new. I have title, date and time all as normal, and I'm just going to click create. So once you click create, you actually go inside the meeting packs. We call this the meeting pack area. And if I click on create agenda, the agenda builder launches. So from the agenda builder, what you can do for those that don't know is you just put in your different meeting items. So you can put them in there, and then what you can do is you can set times for them, and you can set what the item is for. You can also attach links directly to that item so that when you have the official document printed, it will be hyperlinked to that item. So if I just click add files, I'll just add this for an example. And as you can see now, that item has an attachment associated with it. You can also create subtopics. You just click on this arrow and you get a subtopic. And you can also add in a section break or free text. So let's say your agenda needs a split. So I'll just put in this title, objectives, and you can add that in there. So the one handy feature about using the agenda builder is that when it comes to creating your minutes, I won't go into too much detail into minutes, but all the items actually automatically get pulled through. So when you're taking notes in your meeting, it just makes that step a lot easier. All your agenda items are already there and you just need to type the notes underneath. Another thing we have inside the agenda builder is agenda template. So if I just click on this box here, I can actually create an agenda template. So let's, for example, you have 4 meetings in the month, but let's say the last meeting is a review meeting and it's the same agenda every week, and you find yourself that you're constantly needing to do it again, but the items are standing, they're all kind of basic across the board, they're standard. So I'll put in test there. So what you can do is, if I just put in a few items, you can actually pre-build your agenda here. So you're setting this item. I'm just going to add a few more in just for sample purposes. And if you have the same file that's always coming up, you can attach that again. So you can just add a file. And once I click save, and I open up a new agenda, I can just click on my templates and come down to review. And all I have to do, instead of typing it all out again, is I can just say replace the agenda. And what's after happening now is your agenda that you already have created will show up. So obviously it'll be a lot more fleshed out. But just for example, you can put as many items as you want in. You can attach a standard link that might be associated, and it might just save you time going forward instead of inputting the same items over again. So that's agenda templates. And the final thing in the agenda builder is just sharing and publishing. So sharing a draft agenda means that it's not going to be published. No members of the group can see it besides the ones that you decide. So if I just click Pranav here, what will happen is Pranav just gets a draft agenda. As you can see, it's for reference and approval. So it's only him that can see it. And it's just an extra step in case that's needed to do any approval before it goes live to all members. And then publishing is really easy. Just click on the publish agenda, select the recipient. So it's usually select all that should be receiving that, and you click publish. So that's publishing it. That's kind of creating the agenda, sharing and publishing. Is there any questions on that so far? Perfect. And now I'm just going to show you what these documents actually generate like. So if I click on resources, and I'll just click on this link here. So this is kind of the official document. So as you can see, this has QuickMinutes on it because that's my organization. But one thing you can actually do is you can create your own templates. So we're doing custom templates at the moment. So if you need certain logos, certain formatting needed within this, and you think you want to use the agenda builder, we're now actually offering that service of a fee of €250 per template. So if it's something that you think might be useful for you, just email support@quickminutes.com and we can organize it through there. But just for those that don't know, a lot of organizations do have standard templates already in there. So to access them, I'm still inside the group, as you can see, and I'm just coming to the overview section. And in the overview section, I can just come down to settings. And if I scroll down, I can see my template here is the QM default template. So that's QuickMinutes. And if I just click on change, you'll see all the templates that we currently offer. So I know we have kind of mixed organisations, so some are UCC, some are Cork County Council. You won't see the UCC if you're on Cork County Council and vice versa. So if I just choose, just use anyone, pick that one. So that's now my template going forward. So every time I use the agenda builder, the way the template, it won't come out like with QuickMinutes anymore. It will come out with that template. So I'll just pop back into my group and just show you how that changes. That should update. Sorry, now I might have slow connection. Yeah, perfect. So obviously you do more items, it would show up different, but you can see the UCC logo is there. The date needs to be in different places, things like that. And you can actually filter that. So if you have any template that you think you want to start using the builder, need a certain template, you can just reach out to us and we can organize that for you. So that's kind of all in the agenda. They're kind of the main features we do. So I kind of open the floor to any questions that anyone has, any feedback on that, anything you think might be useful, because the last webinar we definitely made some improvements from that. So just opening the floor now to Q&A from anyone.